Hey there guys, for those of you who were on the last video that we actually lost because I got a call, which kind of stunk. This will be a little bit of a duplicate, but I didn't get to finish it, and so I wanted to hop on and finish for you guys. I had some ideas. Well, let me rephrase that. I came up with an expansion on an idea that my Aunt Kathy had. Don't want to steal credit for it. Hey Stephanie, I'm glad you hopped back on because that last video it just didn't work because I had a call come in. So I wanted to finish the thought about the theme nights. And obviously we're all stuck at home looking for things to do. And I'm noticing more and more people are becoming really depressed. We're all really struggling with normal habits that we have because we don't have anywhere to get up and go. And so it doesn't really move us because we're like, oh, I could do that later. I could do that tomorrow. In fact, there was somebody who even said to me earlier, like, it's hard to even get up and shower every day because I don't have anywhere to go. And so to keep ourselves as healthy and as sane as possible and have as much fun as possible, I think it's also really important that we keep our routines as close to what they always have been as we can. And there's obviously some modification in that. There's, things that we can't do exactly the same as we've always done them. But, to find modification and really have fun and put our energy into creating an experience for ourselves that's really, really similar, or at least as similar as it can be to what we used to always do. And so my Aunt Kathy was telling me that one of the things, along with all the decluttering and the honeydew projects and all those things that you're doing to, make good use of the time that we have right now while we're all stuck at home, one of the things her and her family are doing is they're having cruise nights. And so they've been on a few cruises, and cruises have, I don't know if you've been on one, but they have different themes every single night. And so, yeah, technology is great when it works, and that's only when, right? Which isn't all the time. So whatever, make do, right? But anyway, so cruise nights, essentially they have like different themes of every night or different shows you can go to. And she's like, we're just pretending we're on a cruise. And they don't do it for consecutive nights. I think that could maybe be a lot to take on for anybody. However, like even if it's like every other night or whatever, sit down and make your family a calendar for different theme nights and feel free to add and expand on what these are. The other thing we can start to do is create a topic of ideas for like how you can do this, right? Because the whole goal is to not go spend money on stuff. And so use things that you have in your house. Obviously you may have to go get groceries for certain dinners to go with it or something like that. But outside of things that you would end up buying anyway, the goal is to try to keep this affordable and use things that we already have at home and be creative with it to make it as fun as possible and really get into it, like really get into it. And so one of the first things that my Aunt Kathy had told me about, and this is one of my favorites, especially since like I know people are struggling with, and it sounds silly, but something like hygiene, because we just don't have anywhere to go and our routines are so changed that it just jumbles who we are and the way we think and the way we function and the way we focus. And so this one's really fun because it's literally the polar opposite. And the first one was formal nights. So like they get dressed up like they're doing the formal night at the cruise. And they will get, the whole thing, the heels, even though you don't even need to wear shoes because you're not outside, right? Do it anyway because it is fun. And it just gives you some vision and something cool to do inside of your home. Again, I said this before, we can all look back at this as this horrible time where things were different than we were always used to and we lost income and, I'm not even going to go through listing all the negative things that we could look at for this right now, but that could be how we choose to look at this. Or there may come a time where we look back at this and go, that really could have stunk, but we created all these incredible memories and did all these really cool things, especially for kids. Like, kids could be like, this was the time that we went on a vacation at home and it was the coolest vacation that we ever took. And it's just about creating experiences and memories. So another option I had, or another idea I had, was a casino night. Like if you have poker chips at home and cards and all of that, you can have a blackjack table and a Texas Hold'em table, and you guys can literally change from table to table to play these games together. And if you don't have poker chips, then make them. Like, be creative with it. Use pennies instead. You do something, to create the experience. And then like decorate for it, dress like you're going to it, actually get ready like you're going out somewhere. And then do it at home. Live music is a good one. We have an event coming up. I thought it was tomorrow, but it might be today. And I'm going to post the flyer for it a little bit later. But my company's having a live music event. It's a local band, Trace Mustache. They're apparently really good. I personally have not seen them, but it's another way to interact and try to enjoy things that we normally do. I think this one might also actually be a fundraiser, but it's a live music night. I also noticed in my Facebook feed, I have tons of musician friends who are literally doing live videos from their couch because that's how they're getting through this, is finding a way to make music anyway. And so you can find it that way. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on TV. But like, pretend you're at a concert. Another one is a comedy show. Now, you missed mine. I did my comedy event on Monday, which was super fun, so fun. And if financial resources aren't a challenge for you and you want to hire her to do the same thing I did, let me know. I'll get you her information. Her name is Mona Abermisham. I think I'm saying her last name correctly. She is incredible, but this was actually not just a comedy show. It was also a comedy lesson. And then she was on for, I think, like an hour and a half, and it was totally reasonably priced and whatever. So I can let you know her information if you want it. Outside of that, if that isn't an option for you, you can YouTube a comedy show. You can find a comedy show on TV. There's like a million different ideas to do it, but then dress theme night, which could be a load of fun, is a costume night for your favorite TV show. So if you have like a TV show that you like to binge watch, have everybody in your family, or if you're like me, I live alone. I have just my dog. I could dress him up if I want to, but it's just me and him. And so again, it's not about that. It's about creating an experience and remembering it. And it's so fun. So find other people in other locations to do the same thing from a different place. Dress up, show each other pictures of how silly you look dressed as your favorite characters from your TV show, and then binge the TV show with snacks. Like, pretend like it's that party, right? You're just partying from separate locations for right now. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun with these ideas. If you have new ideas, please comment down below. If you have more ideas on how to expand on the ones that I've already suggested, again, comment down below, share with people so that we can get people having fun and living as normal of a life as we can while we're going through this. I hope you guys all have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.